War in Armageddon as Chetta becomes the karma, the painful karma of Emeka, Debbie, and Jonathan. Guys, a lot happened, like unexpected. Debbie and Emeka, they are after Chetta's life. Chetta's life at this point is in danger. Meanwhile, Jonathan has become a vegetable. Chetta has turned him into a vegetable. Welcome back to another episode. Today's own is not even one you want to miss because the karma, the hot karma with pepper has started for Jonathan and his team members. Do not forget that the only thing you can do for us to keep bringing out more episodes is to like our video, subscribe to our channel, and drop a comment. Let me take you through the painful karma of Jonathan and his team members. So guys, today's episode started as usual. Emeka was where he was about showing the buyer, the land buyer, the land, and finally the man was saying he will pay for 100 million, while Emeka was insisting for 100 million. But after that, Emeka was able to convince the man, and the man said, okay, I will want to see the landed papers. And Emeka said, okay, let's go into my car. So they went inside his car for him to show him. Back to Jonathan's house, Auntie Chetta, that is holding everybody's life in her hands, was sitting, acting up in the living room when Jonathan came, and Jonathan was like, baby, baby. And the girl was giving Jonathan attitude. Jonathan tried to kiss, greet the wife, but was like, giving him attitude. And Jonathan was like, what is it? What happened? And Chetta was like, nothing, shunned Jonathan. And Jonathan, decided to go upstairs. But as they were still there, giving themselves attitude, Jonathan was still trying to find out. Benny was somewhere looking at them, monitoring everything that was happening. So after that, Jonathan went upstairs and came downstairs after he has finished freshening up to come and ask his beloved wife, baby, please, can you get food for me? And Chetta was like, what do you mean? When you were leaving this house, did you leave money for any food? And Jonathan was like, what do you mean? When did this one start? I didn't leave money because you have never bothered. You've never asked me of leaving money for food. And Chetta was like, whoa, so this is how in your village people runs family. You don't leave money for food and you come back expecting me to pass food for you. The girl finished Jonathan. After finishing Jonathan, she left Jonathan and went upstairs. Why Jonathan now look and saw the daughter peeping, looking at them, and Jonathan now asked the daughter, did anything happen between you and your stepmother? Benny was like in her mind, who is my stepmother? Oga, carry your cross. Debbie just gave the father bombastic side eyes, Benny, and went inside. Why Jonathan stood there looking like an cupboard. Guys, after that, Emeka and Debbie met, and Emeka was telling Debbie that finally we have gotten a buyer. And then Debbie was so excited, asking Emeka how much. Emeka said 150 million, the person is willing to pay. And Debbie was so excited. Emeka was telling Debbie, I told you to stay with me, that I'm going to make things happen. And Debbie was telling him, Maoga, please be calming down, don't be feeling yourself too much. They were just, making joke. And Debbie was so excited, telling Emeka how she cannot wait for that money, that it's been long she touched her hands in such amount of money. Like, they were so excited. And Emeka asked Debbie, hi, is Chetta? And Chetta said, yes, hi, is Chetta. And Debbie said that it's been long she heard from Chetta, that she couldn't even imagine what Chetta would be going through in that house. And Emeka was like, don't worry, very soon everything will be over and she will be free. I'm like, you people are dreaming. The girl that is living her best life, you people don't even know what you people have gotten yourself into. So as they were still talking, behold, Emeka's phone rang. Guess what? It was the buyer. And Emeka told Debbie is the buyer. They were so excited to pick the call, and Emeka picked the call. The buyer was telling Emeka, come, I want to make payments. So after the call, Emeka told Debbie that the buyer wants to make payments, so let me start. And Debbie was like, go, or should I even go with you? Emeka was like, no, don't follow me before you come there and spoil things for me. Don't worry, I will go and handle everything. I wish, guys, that Debbie went with Emeka, because it would have been both of them that will receive the buzzwords that Emeka. If you wish the same thing, please leave it in the comment section. So my people, guess what now? Emeka, that is going to collect 150 million, now went to see the buyer. On getting there, the buyer was inside the car, and the buyer asked him to come inside. Emeka was still interested. Are you doing payment? The man said, yes, come inside. Immediately, Emeka entered inside the car. His men came inside with a lot of that they have in their hands, and the man was asking Emeka, so you want to dupe me? You look at me and I look like somebody you can scam. Emeka was like, what are you trying to say? Looking around, seeing people surrounding him, and the man said, you gave me fake documents. I went to the land place where they verify land properties, only to find out that the documents were fake. And Emeka was, I didn't know. How do you mean? It's original. And the man said, I'm going to teach you something new in this business. I'm going to tell you that I've been long in this business. And the man asked his boys to deal with our own Emeka, Odogwu Emeka, and his boys. They bounced on Emeka and gave Emeka the beating of his life. Karma 001. I wish that Debbie came with him, because maybe Debbie would have been crippled by now. So guys, after that, here comes Chetta in the kitchen cooking suddenly food. You know why? Because Chetta is now slowly putting things in Jonathan's house, in Jonathan's food, to take his life gently, slowly, without nobody knowing. You see that, Chetta? That girl is bad, that girl is mean, that girl is evil. Like so evil. The girl that says she's not going to cook is now cooking, and after making this yummy jollof rice, she served it on the dining, and Jonathan came. You know that Jonathan, the only thing he knows how to do is to eat food. Jonathan came and was eating food and was just saying, oh, this food is so yummy. At a time, he wanted to share with Chetta. Chetta was like, no. Eat up. As he was eating, Chetta was saying in her mind, eat to your death. Eat to your destruction. I'm like, Jonathan was there, busy eating. As he was eating, he was just busy eating, enjoying himself. Now, what I don't know is if, because the way Benny has been monitoring, looking at, what's the name, Chetta, I don't know if she's aware of what Chetta is doing. Maybe she's exchanging that thing, I don't know, or if truly, what's the name, she's actually eating that, Jonathan is actually eating that food. But at this moment, I don't even know what to wish for Jonathan. So guys, after that, behold, here comes Emeka in the hospital, and Debbie was called. Immediately Debbie came. Debbie was asking the doctor, what is wrong, Emeka? What is wrong? And the doctor told her that he was attacked and brought in here yesterday. It was in a very difficult situation yesterday, but now he is feeling much better. That, you know, the only thing they need now is looking at him, that you look like someone that is okay. If you can make payment, or when he recovers, he will make the payment that they need to continue the treatment. And Debbie was like, don't worry, I will take care of the treatment. I will pay everything, so just continue. So guys, after the doctor left, Debbie went to Emeka and was trying to wake Emeka to, you know, ask him what is happening, what about the 150 million? But Emeka was still unconscious. Back to Jonathan's house, Auntie now has served another food, and she continued with what she was putting in Jonathan's food. Jonathan, that only knows how to eat and eat chicken, he doesn't even suspect anything. He was sitting in the dining when he came and was just eating and smiling, while the girl was just looking. As Jonathan was still eating, his phone rang. It was Debbie put a call telling him that your friend is in the hospital, he was attacked, this and that. And after the call, Chetta was like, what, who attacked, trying to ask questions. But Jonathan said, I don't know, I have to get there and know what happened. And Jonathan left the food. And see, Chetta was like, at least he ate some part of the food, that is, she's okay. So, and back to the hospital now. What is his name? Emeka is now awake, and Emeka was now gisting Debbie what happened, telling Debbie that it was the buyer that attacked me. And Debbie was like, how do you mean? He's the person that called you that he's ready to make payments. How is he now attacking you? And Emeka now told him that the man went to where they verify land properties only to find out that the documents were fake. So he felt that Emeka wanted to scam him and then bounce on me with the boys and started beating me. And Debbie was like, what? How? What happened? Is the document fake? Emeka was, how do I know? Is it not you and I that Chetta gave the document? Could it be that Chetta has double-crossed us? I think that she has played, fast game on us. And Debbie was like, I trusted that girl. If indeed she did that, she will pay with her life. And Emeka was like, is it me that girl wants to double cross? Now, the first time he saw the girl, he had a ill feeling about, but because Debbie trusted, he didn't want to say anything. So guys, as they were still talking, Jonathan and Kennedy entered immediately. So they changed the topic and they were asking Emeka, what happened? They said, Debbie said he was attacked. And Kennedy was attacked by who? Immediately Debbie said he was attacked by unknown gunmen. She just said to cover off. And they were like, so how can they attack you? What did you do? You don't know them, asking questions. Then Kennedy was like, that means we need to report to the police. But Debbie said, no, there is no need to report to the police because they know actually what happened. There is nobody that attacked them that is unknown. She tried to push that suggestion away, telling them that even if you call the police are not going to do anything. So let's just focus on him getting better. And the Emeka was like, yes, I think that's the most important thing. Forget about the police. I'm fine. I'm getting better. And they were like, Emeka, are you sure? He said, I am fine. So later, both of them left, leaving Emeka and Debbie. So Debbie has gone to check about the land and came back and was telling Emeka, the document that Chetta gave us is actually fake. And Emeka was like, how did you know? And Debbie said, I went there, I saw everything myself, it's actually fake. And that was when Emeka said, is it me that this girl want to double cross? It is not going to be possible. I will not allow that happen. Like, there is no way I'm going to allow this small girl destroy everything I've worked to. Debbie said, it will not happen. And Debbie was like, let's act fast. But Emeka was telling him that, see, if that girl is actually if she actually did this purposely, let me tell you, she has gotten all the money she wants. And that is what. So Debbie now asked Emeka, has she come here to see you? Emeka said no. And Debbie even reminded Emeka that, did you remember what Jonathan said? That Jonathan complained that Chetta has been giving him attitude, treating him bad. And Emeka said yes, because she has money in her hands. She knows what she's doing. She now wants to frustrate so that everybody will just go their own way. But Emeka now vowed that he will not leave. Instead of him to allow such a thing to happen, he will spoil everything, he will scatter everything, he will destroy everything. That he's sure that she's planning to leave this town. And Debbie was like, of course, she cannot scam us and stay in this town, but they are not going to allow her. They're going to track her down and destroy everything. Like, as they were still talking, Emeka now said, no, I think at this point, I need to carry my bag and be leaving this hospital. Something needs to be done. As he was still, saying, the doctor came in and was, Emeka, what is it? Emeka said, I'm going, doctor, I need to attend to something, but doctor refused. Or David said, doctor, please, there is an emergency, you have to let him go. He needs to attend to something, please let him go. And the doctor said, if you insist go, you need to sign on undertaking that you are the one that requested, not me that discharged you. And he said, okay. And the doctor left to prepare the papers while David helped him to pack the documents. Now, guys, back to Emeka, Jonathan and Kennedy were sitting where they were having their drink, and Kennedy was trying to make sense, but Jonathan is empty-headed. Kennedy was asking Jonathan, did you notice what is happening, the closeness between Emeka and Debbie? Have they been close before? Jonathan said no. And the guy was trying to tell Jonathan, why is it that it was Debbie's number that the hospital called? That means that either her number was saved or was frequently called. But Jonathan was like, Kennedy, you know that you always suspect everybody. And Kennedy said, this is not all about suspecting. You know that Emeka is your best friend. And Debbie is Clara's best friend. Can't you see what Jonathan now said, please, I'm not seeing anything. Jonathan doesn't have sense. Even when somebody is trying to point something for him, he now says he doesn't. That's, look at our guy is in the hospital, and this is the only thing you can say. Suspecting who is closer. And the guy was just looking at him like, this one is actually finished and mad. My people, guess what happened? Auntie Chetta in the house with the sugar boy. After they are done enjoying themselves, they were hugging each other, lying in Jonathan's couch in the living room. And Jonathan barged in while they were sleeping, and Jonathan touched Chetta, and Chetta was like, what is it? Why are you disturbing me? And went back to the guy for the guy to even continue cuddling her. That was when Jonathan said, what is happening in my house? Mr. Man, what are you doing? Don't you know that this is somebody's wife? How dare you? Him and the guy got into fight, and guys, the sugar boy, gave Jonathan the beating of his life. He finished Jonathan. He used Jonathan to clean the ground. Jonathan was on the floor, shouted, eyes, my eyes, my eyes, you have blocked my eyes. Chetta. The guy was just, while the guy was dealing with Jonathan, Chetta was on the couch shouting, celebrating, go, finish him, my sugar boy, finish him, destroy him. I'm like, Jonathan, this is just the beginning. You had an angel and you chased that angel away. After the fight and the finishing, Jonathan went back to Kennedy to tell Kennedy what has happened. That my wife brought a man and the man used me to clean the floor. And Kennedy was like, what are you even saying? Go back immediately and send her out of your house. And Jonathan said, Uncle, it's not going to be possible. And Kennedy was like, I don't understand what you mean it's not going to be possible. Clara, your beautiful, good wife, did not even do anything. And you chased her away, accusing her of the things she did not do. Now, somebody brought in man in your house, and they beat you, and you said it's not possible. That was when Jonathan now told Kennedy, my friend, everything I have, the business, the land, the shop, my life, my kidney, she's the one in charge. She has taken over. And Kennedy was like, are you a mumu? If I, Jonathan, you are a mumu. Big Joe mumu. Somebody you carried everything. The house that your ex-wife suffered to purchase so that you and your daughter will have a roof. You carried everything. So Jonathan said, at this moment, I cannot do anything. There is nothing I can do because everything is in her name. And Kennedy now said, Oga, go back to the house and see if there is anything you can still take before she sell the house and sell the land. Is it the house and the land that is already sold, guys? Already sold. That was where today's episode finished. At this point, I'm not even feeling for Jonathan. Jonathan is beginning. This is Karma 001. 002 is still coming. Just this is the beginning. And as for Emeka and Debbie, guys, let us wait and see what they will do to Chetta. This one is was from every side. Now over to Benny. I feel like Benny and the mother knows everything they are doing. She's just relaxed looking at them. People should be doing your own. After the people that Chetta sold land and sold house will still come for Chetta. All of them will test for every pain they cause Clara, Benny, Hanks. They all will suffer and collect. What are your expectations in next episode? Because we cannot wait. And please, did you enjoy the beating that Jonathan received for me? I enjoyed it. It was beautiful. You had an angel as a wife. You felt she was no good. You did not treat her well. Now, Jezebel has come to finish you. So, Mr. Man, enjoy it. So, guys, like, subscribe. It's getting more hot and more interesting. I'm going to see you in the next one. For now, bye.